Hi friends, how are you? So I am very excited to dive into episode 1 of Your Lie in April. If you're new to the channel, hello. Welcome to the channel. This is part of the segment called Anime Thursday, where I react to an anime that's usually around 1 season, maybe 2, but that's really short. Now, in the previous animes, I've reacted to Junbel no Kilometero, Yuru Camp or Laid Back Camp, which I really loved. Zombieland Saga recently, and of course now this. Now, unlike the other few animes, this anime is actually 22 episodes, so it's fairly long. A typical cartoon season, but it's more of a 1A, 1B season. Kind of like, I'll probably reference this a lot, I do it a lot, Sakura Quest. That was a very long season. Or a normal season, depending on how you look at it. But I am excited for this episode, and I decided to do this anime for a couple reasons. First being, not anything specific, but I heard just in general a lot of good feeling about this anime. It's very sweet, it's very musical, it has a bit of drama, and some of the tags are romance and drama and music, so that's going to be really fun. The other is because Two Set Violin did a review of violin playing in animes, and this came up as number 1 in terms of accuracy, in terms of the design, and it does make sense, and you would hope that an anime really centered around the importance of music, or music in general, would take time and passion and put into the animation of the anime, and specifically the instrumental playing, which can be very complicated in terms of finger movements on pianos, on violins. But we will see. I saw a bit of a clip. It looks like a clip that might have been from episode 2, it seems. So basically this anime, of course, centers around a young man who lost his mother and because of the emotional issues can't play anymore. He can play, but he just has this big block. He's physically fine. And then meets a violinist who pretty much kickstarts his love for music again. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very curious to see how the personalities are going to be. Based upon the images, I have a vague idea, especially because the violinist is blonde, and a lot of blondes and redheads tend to have similar-esque aspects of their personality. The blondes are really fun as well, so I'm excited about that. I think the other main guy, it looks like the main guy is dark hair with glasses. So there's a couple of personalities we'd be getting here, but for the most part, it's really not. I actually don't really know a lot about this anime at all. Again, I've never heard any specifics about what happens. It's just a lot of general feeling. I also heard there might be some crying going on, which is great. That's what I need. But I just want to go something really different from Zombieland Saga, which is really goofy and weird, but musical instead. Anyway, for those of you who are new to the channel, just to let you know, if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a countdown timer between the end of the intro and the beginning of the reaction. The sound and part of the visual is cut on the YouTube version. There's a link below to a version that is not edited down. So you can click on that. It's in the description for those of you who are new. But if you don't really care, if you just want to kind of listen to me talk about the anime, that's fine. I'm going to do my best to chat as much as possible. Sometimes animes have half times, or commercial breaks, so sometimes I pause during that. Unless I really feel the need to. If there's one in this one, I'll pause, but I'll try to avoid that, at least for the first episode, just so I can get a full taste of it. But without further ado, let's just dive right in. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this animation is gorgeous. Oh, wow. Sweet, fun-loving. Her violin case is pink. I love it. Or maybe it's red. She's following a kid instead of going on her way to school. Definitely springtime. So our first, okay, so yep, okay, so we're getting the 4 characters. Immediately we're getting the personality of the blonde. She's a goofball, but probably has a bit of a temper, but has a big heart, clearly. So yeah, so I figured he's the pianist. Ooh, cool. So yeah, sports girl, the redhead we don't know too much about, but obviously listen around these four. I love how it's a duet. Oh, so the huh. That's a little weird. Okay, we're getting the other musicians, mostly pianists again. This intro is amazing. I'm sorry, I'm just like, I don't want to miss anything. And gorgeous. Wow. That was beautiful. This was him younger. Yeah. Serious little guy with glasses. I don't know classical pieces very well. I recognize the song, I don't know its name. So, yeah, as the intro established, she's known him since he was a kid. That is very impressive. Oh my gosh, they even animated the hammer hitting the strings. They had to have videoed the piano player to see the finger movements correctly. Song from the intro. That was interesting how we saw him, how brilliant he was as a kid, and then we cut to today. Junior high school. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's cute. Oh no! Oh! The dude's bleeding! Kose, Kose. They really shouldn't have the field placed. Okay. Sorry, I'm just so caught up. What? Don't let it. Don't. That is dangerous. Please be careful. Be hard to play piano. Wow, okay. I just want to pause. I want to pause, but okay. So we're just I'm just so caught up. So we're establishing this friendship group, and the blonde's the interloper. It makes sense a little bit about how the field's situated, considering how little space they have in Japan. So, are we gonna see them meet her in high school, or is this? Does she join their school somehow? I don't know if full transferring's probably. Well, I know it's doable if you move. My gosh, she is chaos. So they're establishing they're not really that into each other and they're more like brother and sister. But obviously that might change if the new girl comes about. Ah, Mr. Serial Dater. Mr. Shallow. She's digging. This episode's style monotone / colorful. It's really cute. Oh. They're chillin'. So chillin'. That's true. Interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm so caught up in this. I haven't said a dang thing, have I? So, his father was away, but has the mom passed yet? Or no? No, he's passed away by now. So who's she talking to? I guess we'll find out. So I want to pause about it. So this anime does a really good job of letting the visuals tell the story just as much as the words. Also, look at the way his lips animated. He's supposed to be a pretty boy, I guess. That's hard. So once his mom died, the world just kind of grew dull for him. Odds are she was the one that encouraged it. And I'm guessing our blonde girl is that for him. The world's monotone. I like how it's going to use the music and the visuals to tell a story. Did he freeze? Did something happen while he was playing? Did something happen between the first... Okay. Exposition. Oh, technically we've hit the halfway point. There's no reason for me to pause. But clearly he's writing music still. So he hasn't completely abandoned music, but it's just not the same for him, I suspect. That's his friend. Stop hitting him! She's totally into him, though. Look at that flip phone. That's so cute. The visuals of this anime is so stunning. I wonder if this girl is the blonde. I really like the intro. This girl. It's gotta be the blonde. So were they part of the same school? So it is. It's her blonde. I forget her name though. So we got 2 sports, 2 jocks, and 2 music nerds. To kind of, you know. But he's still writing music though. For karaoke and stuff? So he's 14, been a couple years. So he really hasn't played since that day. What's with the... Oh, stupid dogs were barking, I'm sorry. Sorry about the dogs. Ah, so she was sick for... Oh my gosh! Look at those little petals up there for him. So she wasn't kind? Or is he seeing that bad from a... So he honors his mom, but she was cruel to him. That's a new twist to this. I'm so sorry about the dogs. I can't do anything about them. And there was no reason for him to keep going. Kind of broke him. Or he does... Why is he wearing gloves? Or he does deeply love it himself. Ooh, I love that line. Ugly resonance. Wow, the rooms are literally across from each other. She's totally into him. I still want to pause. I just still want to pause, but I won't. But I haven't talked to... Oh... Who's running around pantsless and shoeless? Spats. What the heck? So this is a friend of theirs. She's talking about a boy she likes. A friend of hers. That's our blonde. There's his spark. I kind of like that. That's so cool. So this girl plays a little bit of everything. Oh, she's playing for little kitties. That's so cool. She's crying. Moved by the music, moved by playing. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh, she's crying because she ran out of air. Oh, so she's teaching them in a way. Oh my gosh, she's so sweet. So she's, yes, she's light, she's fun, she's bright, she's color. Oh, they're pretty good too. Girl has a good sense of rhythm. Oh my gosh. Are these her little students? Oh, he's pretty good in the recorder. I'm impressed. They do make a great picture. They're the Brenneman Town musicians. Look, there's some pigeons. So Wind Blue came. Well, what picture did he get, Nan? Because they moved right as he took the picture. Whoops. Aww. Aww. It's like not the cutest meet cute, but not bad meet cute. I like the roses. So funny. You may not look it. My gosh. Friend A. I knew she would have a temper. Yeah. This is a lot going on. A little back and forth craziness. Well, she's being nice. Doesn't mean she likes him. Ooh. Oof, okay. There's a lot to take in here. Cool. Like a little tongue. Cute. She still brought some color to his life. That's the blonde. Oh, that was interesting. With it, even though he's wearing glasses, they kind of cut the glasses out and look at his eyes. Spring in my 14th year. Wow. That's a lot to take in. I don't think I talked a lot. I'm sorry. We're in the outro. I can see why people would love this. But so much happened in this first episode. I'm just like... But that's... I mean... I don't think I talked a lot. I did not. But... I love how right away we've established what kind of girl she is. She's passionate. She's sweet. Has a bit of a temper. Doesn't take no for an answer, but in the best way possible. And clearly it's brought a little color to Kosai's life. That's so cool. She's kind of a free spirit, but obviously she's super disciplined to be able to play violin in such I guess, at Toa Hall. So it shows that she's not just a little bit of a musician, but she's like a musician. She's really good. And I guess next episode we're gonna actually get to see her, just how good she is, which is really cool. And we just see in the intro that they're gonna learn to play together. But it was a bit of a meet cute. He was just trying to get a really sweet moment. He was trying to take a picture of the cuteness, and the wind blew, and it probably was like an skirt shot, which is not his fault. It was highly coincidental, but one would kind of say silly and call it fate. I'm curious as to why it's... I understand the April part, because it's spring, but I'm curious about the Your Lie part. So I guess we'll start seeing. Anyway, let's talk about this. Anyway, hopefully my anime decided to behave appropriately, and it didn't out on me, because sometimes it poops out on me and the sound cuts off on my computer, so hopefully it did not do that. I don't want it to. Now, anyway, just bringing up some other stuff. I am excited for this anime. It's visually stunning. It's so gorgeous. It's so fun to watch. And to be honest, it's so sweet and beautiful. I just want to watch it and not react to it. I just want to absorb it and let it roll over me. And I think I'm just going to do that. I think I'm just going to end up rewatching this anime for sure, because with reactions, like I gotta talk, and I don't want to pause anymore because it kind of has issues with syncing, but also because on YouTube y'all are following along. I don't want to screw up with that, for those of you who choose to do that. But the first episode, it was so overwhelming. I just wanted to pause so often so I could just talk about everything. So visually, again, it's stunning, and little moments too of I did not get any of their names. The brunette girl, of her rolling the eraser in her hand, of the colors and the darkness. Just visually, it's so beautiful. The intro song is the cutest. It's so sweet and wonderful and lighthearted. And visually, this world is stunning. Just stunning. The watercolors, the whole thing of it is just beautiful. I don't know how else to say it, but beautiful. And I love how we got to see a glimpse of what this world looks to him, how monotone it is and how dull and drab it is. But, and the moment that we're seeing all the beautiful colors, but at the same time, we really get to see the beautiful colors going on. But I love the animation. I think one of my favorite moments is that when she grabs his hand, looks at him, the way her eyes sparkle, and the idea that she sees this beautiful color in the world. There's something sweet and wonderful about her. Now, we don't know her background or history, and there might be some pain or sadness in it, but there's still this beauty and this passion and this light in her. With her young guy, it's just everything about it. It's not that he really loves his mom. His mom was really sweet, and after she died, the love for the music went out. She was awful to him. Now, again, we're seeing things from his perspective, so it might not be quite what we're seeing, but at the same time, it could be. It could be in her illness or whatever. She just became really cruel and was awful to him. And so the moment she died, what was the point of him playing anymore? So the hope is, the idea is, through her, our beautiful blonde Keiko, I guess, he will find a love for the piano for himself, because he does, clearly, I think he does love it, and he misses it. But because it's been colored, that resonance he talks about, so gray-like and awful, he doesn't want to touch it anymore. So there's a lot to pull out from this anime. I love how visually and through dialogue we immediately get the relationship dynamics in this first episode. We know who's friends with whom, we know their background, we know their relationship, we know how long they've known each other. We kind of get the dynamics, and obviously all four of them, even though we're gonna the central aspect of the anime is Kusei and his relationship with Keiko. You can correct me if I'm mispronouncing their names. The other two also play a role. They're not just supporting characters or side characters. There's no doubt I'm going to rewatch this anime on my own because they're so beautiful and so stunning and everything just passed by me so quickly. I could not catch up. But the problem is, if I cut out the dialogue, when I do that on YouTube, if I'm not talking, I'm boring. I mean, no one wants to see me stare at a screen. That's so stupid. So, maybe because of how overwhelming the information I'm getting visually speaking, and also because I also have to read the subtitles at the same time. I know I could do dub, but I kind of prefer sub for different reasons. I will be rewatching this episode before episode 2, so that way I can glean more from it, and then maybe talk about it when I react to episode 2. Just because I was getting a lot of visual information as well as dialogue information, and I know I missed some stuff. It might help with names too, but we also see the girl. So he was remembering his best friend, his childhood friend, his neighbor, telling a story of a girl named Miwa, I think. About when she first met this guy she really, really likes, and about how color just burst. And there's a silly kind of like a soulmate AU kind of thing, where you see the world in black and white, but when you meet your soulmate, it bursts into color, because I think it kind of plays on that a little bit, that the world just seems different. The colors can seem brighter or more saturated, and artists and poets talk about this too. When you meet someone who will eventually be the love of your life, the world just has a different color to it. You see things you haven't seen before. Now, the colors haven't changed. Nothing's changed. The world hasn't changed, but your perception of it has. And he's perceiving this world as so drab, and just because of everything that's been colored in his mind. But seeing her will start to change his perception of things, and that's going to be really cool. That person kind of changes things for you. Now, it seems, I guess, maybe they're in the same school. I'm not sure. It looks like they're wearing all the same uniform, but maybe it's just a big school, so they don't really see each other very often. But I want to dive into episode 2, but I think I will hold off on that because I also need to get to season 2 of One Punch Man. And then also because I want to rewatch episode 1 before I dive into episode 2. So, as of right now for this week, you're just going to get episode 1. And then I'll figure out how to better deal with this particular anime because, again, there is so much information coming at me versus some of the other animes, not so much. And again, because I'm no longer pausing, it's harder for me to kind of stop and process things. Sometimes pausing is for my benefit, too, not just for you guys in terms of commentary. But anyway, really did enjoy this episode. I am going to love this anime. There's no doubt in my mind. I will enjoy this. This is going to be a perfect summer anime for me. And a roll into the fall. Again, don't forget that there are reactions to One Punch Man. We're diving into season 2 starting this week. And of course, expect around August, close to August 1st, an announcement to come on the community page about what anime will be following One Punch Man. Again, if you care to guess, it is exactly 3 seasons. I think season 3 is labeled the final season on purpose. So that one's going to be multiple animations. And then after that, I'm not quite sure what I'll do, but baby steps. Right now we're going to finish out season 2 of One Punch Man. Then we're going to dive into that animation, which will be perfect for the fall. And also, don't forget, we're doing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reactions, Stargirl, and catching up on Retro React, Wonder Woman reactions, and then that will take a pause until the fall because a lot of the TV shows, live TV shows I watch, are not coming back until the winter, aka January and spring of next year. So we'll get to focus on anime and other stuff. And also I have school, so that needs to come first. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.